Welcome to my EDAR 422 Assignment 2 Individual Installation Evaluation video. Please join me on a little journey where I will tell you all about the process my group and I took to make our installation. The topic my group was given was in regards to Declaration of the Rights of the Child. We received Principle 8. The child shall in all circumstances be among the first to receive protection and relief. After lengthy discussion with my group, we decided to make a visual display of images to represent the child being among the first to receive protection and relief. In our climation promotional video, we had a scene of war, violence and mental health, so we decided to keep these themes for our installation. To incorporate music into the installation, we needed to find negative and sad songs to match the images that portray children not being cared for and in times of hardship, and positive happy songs to match the images that portray children being protected. To view the installation, we decided the best way was to display it on the projector. When we were in the room, I saw a black pin-up board and suggested we use that to surround the people viewing the show. This way it would feel like a cinema. A group member suggested we remove the boards at the end of the installation to represent being free, so we incorporated this idea too. Therefore, we were providing a controlled environment that the viewers entered. The installation had sound, images, and light. And this aligns what an installation is about. The class was initially unsure when walking into the enclosed area. I could see some felt uncomfortable, which was good, as that was the point of making it feel enclosed, so there was a sense of relief when we opened up the walls at the end. One girl who was in the audience said she got the point straight away with the enclosed area, and she thought it was effective. Some boys also said that they liked the installation and the choice of images was powerful. Another girl liked how we repeated the principle and said it together, and this was the point of that, to make it come across more powerful by chanting the principle repeatedly. Overall, I think the audience received the installation well, and were able to see the power within presenting our installation piece the way we did. The installation piece requires students to work collaboratively. It requires communication, honesty, flexibility, and responsibility. Through the learning journey, our group did have some small conflicts to do with ideas, what should go where, images, and what was appropriate. However, through careful and considerate navigation of others, the group came to arrangements. This means, when this kind of activity is undertaken in the classroom, children would have similar challenges that they would need to work through, and this is very important for student growth. The installation does not only offer a platform for children to develop their skills and confidence with presenting in front of others and their creativity, but there are also many critical links to the curriculum that are, of course, imperative for any classroom resource. There are ample opportunities for literacy when participating in the process of creating an installation piece such as the child. There is reading, writing and speaking. Students need to understand what the Principle 8 means, comprehend what they are doing, so they can write about it. They could reflect on the process, report on the process and document it. The humanities is applicable to our installation piece. Understanding different perspectives from across the world helps to build up knowledge regarding the rights of a child. There are wonderful activities that students could undertake to discover the topic further, such as an investigation of the principle and examples of it across the world. Therefore, civics and citizenship, geography and history could all be integrated into the creation of an installation piece such as the child. We used body, gesture, movement and voice in our installation, with particular movements for when the child was going to be removed from the situation. The moves indicated being protected and receiving relief. Being in front of the audience and acting out either Principle 8, which represented an authoritative figure such as a counsellor, army member or another child help organisation, or the child, required the group member to uphold their character for the duration of the installation. To incorporate voice, we decided to chant the principle each time it appeared on the video to have more of a lasting effect on the audience. We needed to rehearse our installation to ensure the right effect was going to be present on the day. These elements of the drama curriculum were incorporated in various proportions. Therefore, drama could be incorporated into an installation when undertaken in the classroom, according to the different levels of the students. Visual arts was not a part of our installation. It was, however, a part of the promotional video with the claymation video. The content descriptors from media arts of explore and represent ideas, media art practices, present and perform, and respond and interpret can all be explored with the use of our installation piece of the child. The installation meant we needed to explore images to show a story, careful selection of images that represent a child in distress, not being cared for or protected, then images that were the opposite, that offer a sense of relief for the audience, that the child is cared for and protected. They needed to convey meaning, and only a little dialogue was used with sound. Displaying the images selected in the form of a video slideshow enabled the opportunity to use technology and therefore develop those skills. Editing needed to occur, as well as important elements to a media arts piece such as the right choice of colour to influence moods. In regards to colour, we decided to dress the children black and tie them together for more of an effect, and the principal 8 people wore black or white. This shows that the use of the installation would provide ample opportunities for students to develop their media art skills when the use of installation is undertaken in the classroom. We used existing music for our piece, and a group member put it together to be played with the video. Deciding on the songs came naturally for the group, as we all had ideas of what songs would suit a particular section of the video. However, if undertaken in the classroom, a lot more time could be spent investigating the appropriate songs for particular groups. Students would need to investigate songs and match them with images, and that would take a lot of time. Therefore, music appreciation would be enhanced as a result of the installation when undertaken in the classroom. Our installation could be located in any space that has the screen and computer. Giving children the opportunity to explore, then create an installation piece is sustainable, in that any class could create one. Different levels could undertake the activity to different degrees. However, I believe older children would benefit more from this idea. Children would need to incorporate many skills into a project such as the child installation. Therefore, it could take a term. It would require students to work cooperatively in groups, investigate their principle, and then there is the development of skills that are necessary to make the installation. In a wider community sense, an installation project could involve parents and the wider school community, such as an exhibition night. The idea of using the rights of a child, such as Principle 8, aligns with what's happening in our world today, with the current Syrian refugee situation and the thousands of displaced children across the world. It would offer a great platform for investigating current affairs. Obviously, careful consideration would need to be in place when exposing to students to topics such as this, and it would depend on their ages. Children explore and develop their creativity, which is what art programs are about in schooling. The installation piece would enable children to learn more about the world in which they live, therefore developmental growth will occur. As well as the installation will give opportunities to reflect and review other groups' installations. The use of an installation for students means a child's visual literacy is enhanced through participating in creating an installation piece. Visual literacy is about knowing the effect of images, understanding them. This is supported by Cornett, who states visual literacy is knowing how to create visual images to provoke feelings and stimulate thoughts. Therefore, the use of an installation would require students to explore many images and understand the meaning within them to understand how to use them for their installation piece. Use of the installation facilitates effective learning. Students can explore what the principle means and express what they know through a way that suits them. This aligns with Gardner's multiple intelligences. Some intelligences that are applicable to the installation are spatial, body kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal intelligences. Therefore, within the group there will be a variety of personal ways of expression, and the group will benefit from this. The use of an installation is beneficial in the way that a student can be scaffolded to succeed. According to Vygotsky, when teachers scaffold students' learning, a child's cognitive understandings deepened. A teacher can provide instruction in regards to the installation, and students can have time to reach goals before putting the whole thing together. For example, understanding what the principle means before finding images to represent that. Learning about the music in order for it to align with images. Students together can have time to question, think, and explore, and this will mean deeper understandings about music and how it can affect people can occur. A child's zone of proximal development can be expanded with the activity of an installation, as there are many elements to creating the installation. For example, children can have opportunities to try and solve problems such as making an image slideshow with music. Firstly, assessment of the level of creativity a child has or demonstrates through an installation will not be assessed, as it can be very damaging to a child. However, skills and learning from the process of undertaking an installation activity can be assessed, such as technology, what the students have shown they know about creating an installation, and the risks they take. And like I mentioned before, how they work with others in a group could be assessed. Therefore, there are many assessment possibilities provided by this resource in the classroom. This is the end of my presentation. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the journey that my group and I have undertaken in creating an installation piece called The Child. I hope you now have an understanding of how beneficial the creation of an installation in the classroom is for students' learning. Thank you. Bye.